Could this man be Brazil's next president? His supporters say Jair Bolsonaro's time has come. The controversial congressman confirmed to CGTN that he is putting his name forward for the 2018 election.
Although I am well aware of the Brazilian political game, I want to present myself as an alternative, similar to the type of conservatism which is appearing in both the United States and France.
Long seen as an outsider owing to his right-wing nationalist views, Bolsonaro's star is rising. That's partly because almost the entire traditional political class here has been caught up in the biggest corruption scandal in Brazil's history. A third of the Congress has been implicated in the so-called car wash kickback scheme involving billions of dollars. Two possible presidential candidates in 2018, former President Lula and Senator Aécio Neves, both have legal cases pending against them. That may open up the field to an outsider.
Logically, what is happening now will work in my favor, as all the political leaders here have been implicated in the car wash scandal, and we have evidence that I have not participated in this type of politics or been driven by corrupt money.
The former army captain supports private gun ownership and labels his left-wing opponents as dishonest. Does that sound familiar? You've been described as Brazil's version of President Trump. Do you like that comparison?
Everyone knows that Trump was an important shift for conservatism in the United States. My case is similar, although there is a big difference between him and me and between our countries.
One similarity is Bolsonaro's view on immigration.
You cannot have a country with open borders. We are seeing the impact of Brazil opening its borders for everyone. That cannot be allowed.
He cited as unacceptable the situation in northern Brazil, where thousands of Venezuelans are now seeking refuge from their country's crisis. The congressman is also nostalgic about Brazil's period of military rule, which he says was a time of commendable order and discipline. During impeachment procedures last year against President Rousseff, he caused outrage by casting his vote in honor of the colonel who presided over her torture in the 1970s. His critics say he's a maverick, too controversial to be elected president. He points to this, the rapturous applause he's receiving as he travels the country building support for his campaign. Could that end with a far-right president in Brasilia? With politics shifting here, like elsewhere in the world, what once seemed inconceivable now is possible. Stephen Gibbs, CGTN, Brasilia.